Hi everybody, Ted from the future here. I just wanted to stop in at the start of this video and clarify that when I say in this video that I'm getting a talisman, I actually meant I was getting a finger seal, and I really should have been a lot clearer about that, but I was recording this episode very late. My brain was made of soup. It was not a good night for me to be recording. Honestly, I've taken probably about a week-long break of filming and editing Elden Ring content from the last video to this video in my current time. But I just wanted to clear that up. I was editing this video and I was misspeaking all over the place, and it was not a good vibe. So anyways, back to the Elden Ring content. Thank you so much for watching if you are, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks. What's going on, guys? Ted, aka Osku, here with Fred the Butt Guy at level 69. Nice. And we are at the lakeside facing cliffs side of Grace. At the end of the last video, we picked up a rather useful item. This useful item allows us to it allows us to complete the Thops questline in the Church of Erith. Now, you can just kill this guy. You can, but I believe if you do kill him, you don't get a spell.
Wonderful. Apology, I'm afraid. Oh, right. I can tell you, you've seen that. That's the academy. Only it's after they did the academy, as you might have guessed, making entry and so on. When they come, why not without one? And you never. And if you want, you've told you consider. I know it, but still.
So he asks us for a key, basically, and we picked up a key.
You're willing to give your glintstone key to me. My, oh, thank you. Now I can go back to the academy. Back to learn why, of course.
Okay, so we've given him the key, which basically means now he's gonna break in to the academy with that glintstone key. And well, I don't know about Thops, and I don't know about your opinion of him, but I know for a fact he ain't us. So here's Thops at his table. You pick it up, you get the Thops barrier, you get the staff, and you get the bell bearing. I believe if you just kill him, you only get the bell bearing. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to go pick up a talisman pouch, which will help us progress our build.
I had only fine. You have earned now to become the thing as much. Now become.
So now she's telling us to become Elden Lord. Everybody's telling us to become Elden Lord. I believe the implication from that conversation is that Sir Gideon also has 2 of the major runes. So with this being the case, we can equip our Arsenal Charm, we can do Turtle Talisman, we could have the Twin Blade Talisman, we could do all of these sorts of stuff. We're gonna go for... I think we're gonna go with the Blue Dancer Charm, being that our equipment load is pretty low. Or we could do the metal. We'll do the metal. We'll play with the metal and see how we like it. I've done this build with almost all of these talismans, but I think that one will work best for our purposes. Actually, we're going to do a sacrificial twig because we're going to go pick up a really good talisman, actually. So in order for us to get this talisman, we have to get kidnapped again, and because we don't want to lose the 14,000 souls that we have, actually, we're going to go ahead and pop this rune. That's what we're going to do. Pop the remembrance, 20,000 runes. There we go. Get a level up in there. Increase the health pool a bit. Unfortunately, we're no longer at 69, but we're at 70. That'll be okay for our purposes. We're gonna jump off. And we're gonna try to get teleported again. Yes, grab us and eat us, consume us. We might have a bit too much health at this point. Yep, go figure. There we go. Okay, now that we've burnt our twig talisman, we will go for we'll put on this flame talisman because we're going to be running through some lava here. So we got teleported back down here. Roll out of that. Pop a flask. Jump over here. We're going to come up here. We're going to say hi to Kyle one more time. What's up, Kyle? How you doing, dog? Hope the family's well. I know, in this economy, right? Oops, we've missed the jump completely. Bummer. We got a little too excited. You know, we're happy to see Kyle. Kyle's a good guy. Kyle's not a bad dude. Yep. Wait for the right second to jump. We're going to come over here and pick up this item. I believe we didn't pick up this item last time. That's a Somber 6 smithing stone, so we can actually get our dragon seal up to a +6 instead of a +5. And now Kyle is a little bit upset. Now I can understand why Kyle's upset. You know, it's his job to guard. We got in the way. I don't know where the hell that came from. Oh, from that guy up there. Oh, gosh. Run away from Kyle. Run very far from Kyle. Trigger this. Jump. Okay, thank goodness. Now, this guy's name is Fred. We share names. That's, you know, probably the coolest thing about this guy. But he is, he's going to take his sweet time chasing us, so we're going to be out of his way. We're going to pick up a talisman here that will really help with our faith. And what we're going to do is come down over here, fall here, come in here, and pick up this talisman. The Erd Tree's Seal Talisman. We are here at this church, up at the Bellum Church. We're going to go up and go around and kind of complete this portion of this lady's storyline. As we were trying to go through earlier to get the Erd Tree seal from Volcano Manor, found out that there's currently a bug in 1.08 of the patch cycle that you cannot you can loot it, but it just disappears out of your inventory. So that's a bit of a bummer. It was going to be a big faith boost to get us some late game incantations, but it's all right. We don't need it right now. Instead, we are going to use we're using the Radagon icon, we're using the sword seal, and we're using the winged sword insignia because we are rocking the Reduvia. So that all being the same, we're going to talk to this girl and progress her quest line.
Oh, hello. Is that you over there? Have you ever heard of fingerprint grapes? They're special grapes which only grow on those who've been clasped by the burnt fingers. I would truly love to try one. The distant light seems far closer than before, but I can't sense a thing from the usual grapes anymore. Please, could you donate? Without one, I don't know.
Okay, so she wants a new grape, you know, and that's wonderful if that didn't come out clear in the audio. So we're gonna go over here, and then we're going to go over here, and we're gonna go somewhere over here for this video. I was gonna make this a video about how we're gonna expand our build and sort of progress a little bit differently. But you know, when it rains, sometimes it just pours. You know, sometimes you get hit with a cannonball from nowhere at Mock Jesus, and that's okay. That's fine. That happens to you. So I've decided in this video to not do a live video feed of me playing, mostly because I felt like that form of content was a bit unengaging. I don't know if people necessarily like to see my face or not while I play these games, but sitting here having to edit it and look at my face for all that time is not so much fun for me. So we're gonna make this a bit more of like a podcast sort of thing. So we got this madness, okay, and we just narrowly avoided it. So this is the Eye of Shabriri up here. This is the Eye of Madness. This is the Eye of Sauron, as it is. And when it looks upon you, you are cursed with madness. And when you are cursed with madness, it is it's a big damage spike. It can really mess up your afternoon. So going into this portion of the map, as you can see, we're up over here. We're not going to go over there yet. This is the tower that we want to hit. We have a flame upon us, and we have Dragon Claw ready. We're waiting just until that thing ends. We're running up, and we're just dropping a big old Dragon Claw. We're dropping 2 to get everything dead, because these rats can stall you down here. And if they stall you, that can be a bit of a problem. So, what we're going to do is climb up this ladder. We're going to get an incantation. It's not 100% necessary, but the Howl of Shabriri is a really interesting incantation to use. These are all followers. Bro. See, that's what madness does. These guys are all afflicted by the madness, and when you kill them, the Eye of Shabriri goes away. It's not necessarily needed for the questline, but it is nice not to have to deal with. So we're going to go get her a fingerprint grape. We'll take that one off of the map. The way that we do this is that we have to kill Vike, and Vike invades us at a certain point. There is a way. This is the upside down castle over here. This is part of Ronnie's quest line. I don't believe there's a site of grace. I will check it out. But yeah, we're gonna get the Shabriri grape, the fingered Shabriri grape. Don't make that weird, you nasty. So how are you doing? What's going on with you? Yeah, nope. 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 That's a big nope from us, and there is a big old carrion giant, which we have not faced yet in this playthrough. But we will. He is on the list. There's a site of grace over here, though. That's what we were looking for. Now that we have this site of grace, it'll be a lot nicer to respawn here. If we happen to die to Vike, then, you know, dying, having to run all the way back up Sauron Mountain. This is a cool little area. It's kind of its own little thing. Wrap around, there's a big old gap in the wall, and everybody here is afflicted with madness at the Frenzied Flame Village. You can take the route I'm taking, or a different route if you'd like. There's not too much in terms of loot. Everybody is kind of corrupted by madness here, so they're not going to really bother you. But... Ooh. We got the Frenzied Cookbook. That's fun to have. I think it lets you make madness potions. From here, we're going to ignore the rest of these guys. We're just going to run up here and loot. Get Shabriri's Woe. And then we are working our way up. And if you need mana potions, there is a blue scarab here. We got him. I believe this guy explodes. No, this is the Frenzied Burst incantation, and the Frenzied Burst incantation is so good. It's such a good I mean, it hits from farther than our Aaron Rodgers spell with Lightning Spear, but it does madness damage. Can cause madness on you. But anyways, before we get too sidetracked going all the way down over here, actually we'll go all the way down over here. We'll show it off. So you can come down here, and there's a little drop off over here for you to go over there. You can come over here and just take in this terrific view. Though these plants, and this is a cool thing too, is that these plants will build up madness. The whole area is corrupted by madness. All because of that one guy, Shabriri. Okay, but we're gonna go up here towards the church. As we're going towards the church, we're gonna dismount. And Vike will be coming up right here. We have him targeted. And he does, not only when he hits you does he do madness damage, he can enchant his weapon with lightning and just really mess your day up. So now that we're up here, we can get the Finger Maiden items. We can get a Sacred Tear, which is nice, and a Site of Grace. So we'll rest here, refill our potions, get rid of the madness buildup on us. Now, from this, we can go down here and take on an Erd Tree avatar. Actually, you know what? Let's do that. Let's make that part of the episode. So we'll go take on that Erd Tree spirit avatar. This one isn't going to give us anything that is super game breaking, but it is nice to have. At a later video, we will just go through and clean up everything that we've sort of skimmed past or sped past. Gold runes, bunch of gold runes. Kind of want to be careful here because those plants will just decide to ruin your day. Bunch of runes there. But just like any flora, they will be weak to fire. You hit them with a fire spell, fire incantation, really anything fire will do the trick. Now, a lot of people trying to remember. Oh, well, this, there we go. Okay. So now we skipped having to run all the way up through here and deal with that. Beneficial for us. There's some walking mausoleums that can give us remembrances, basically the great runes. But we're at another minor Erd tree. And if you see me taking this path, it's because we are trying to be very methodical about how we engage here. So first things first, get our summon out, and he's going to come in with a big overhand right, you know, your very typical Erd Tree Spirit opener. Very important that we get a lot of fire damage in while they're focused on the militiamen, and we actually might get away with... Yep, we did. For the most part. We didn't get out of that fight totally unscathed, but that was actually, I think, the smoothest kill we could have had there. You get the Magic Shroud Cracked Tier, the Lightning Shroud Cracked Tier, and the Holy Shroud Cracked Tier. That will increase your lightning and other damaging spells. We'll go back to the Bellum Church. Cool. Now that we're back at the Bellum Church, we are going to hand over the Frenzied Grape to progress this questline.
Special grapes, which only without one, I don't know.
So we're going to give her the grape.
Oh, a fingerprint grape, tried and true. What a wondrous thing. A fingerprint grape. Oh, how sweet. Yet, how it burns. Thank you. I've composed myself again. May the blessing of the fingers be upon you. Thank you. I'm sure I'll be a finger. Thank you. I'm sure I'll be.
Okay, so that's her quest pretty much up until we get to the capital city, which we can actually get to now that we have the 2 great runes, but we're gonna get a couple of more dragon hearts. There is an underground area that we haven't really gotten into. But yeah, let's see here. What can we knock out really quickly? Because we've gone to Volcano Manor and we've rested at a site of grace, we've accidentally started the Radon Festival, which isn't really too much of a problem for us. Reason being is that the Radon Festival, there are a couple of really good weapons that we could get going into it. That's not really a problem for us. We're not doing a quality build, so it's not going to affect us too much. Okay, we should have enough runes now to get another level up. Oh, we're just shy. We're gonna have to pop a couple more runes. Okay, we have more than enough now. And going into this next area, we're gonna change our spells a little bit. Now, we came in here and we did this portion for... Okay, we can't add one. We came in here and we got our seal from this place. But we didn't kill the putrid avatar spirit, and so that's what we're going to come down here and do. Okay, so this chariot is already fucking with me. Okay, we're poisoned because we rolled in the poison. That's alright. Not the worst thing that's ever happened to us. If we get too low, the armor will actually heal us through the poison. I believe the armor's healing outpaces the poison. So, jump down. And we're just gonna book it all the way to the end. Okay, now there's a Stake of America. We're going to Flame Grant Me Strength. Run in. Whirl Skeletal Ashes. There we go. Oof. Not our best, not our best. Not our best, not our best. Pop a healing potion. Okay, while this dude is distracted on our boys, we're gonna hit him with some fire. And that's about half his HP, which is fine. We're gonna try to get the rest of it right here, though. We popped the bubble. And we got the kill. So, bit late for us to come back and get it, but we got Banished Knight Oleg, and Oleg is a legendary summon that is definitely worth having. So we'll go back to the first step side of Grace to round out this episode. By increasing the number of flasks we have. That's the right charge amount for us. Now this is Fred the Butt Guy saying, I'll see you in the next one.